everyone. Hey, Christa. It's Claudia Chisholm. Yay! I'm so excited for this.
That's it.
We definitely have some excitement in the room today. I'm so excited to have you on, Claudia. For those of you that don't know, of course, this is Claudia Chisholm. She is the brains and the business behind Gun Tote. It's hard to believe with that. But Claudia, honestly, we're so thankful to have you today because a lot of our listeners are considering carrying. Some already carry and some are considering carrying for the first time. And so as we talk to them, we like to talk to them about products that help them. And we know that GTM Originals has honestly great handbags. Not only that, I mean, I have your briefcase, which I carry with me when I have all my papers I love, a range bag, which I take to the range all the time. So we've got just lots of things. Oh, yes, that beautiful bag there. And so we're excited to have you on today. Before we get started, let's just say a quick hello, Christa. What's going on?
Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody.
Yep. Hopefully everybody had a great Facebook. So Claudia, we're going to just jump right in because we've got quite a few people on right now.
Okay.
And so we'd like to know, so first give us a little bit about your background because you also are the president of Kingsports Industries, which is part of that. GTM is part of that. So tell us about kind of your business and like how long you've been in business and what experience you're bringing to this game for Conceal Carry for us.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. This is really an honor to be talking to two powerhouses that travel across the country nonstop. Yay!
And we're getting back on the road.
I know. Yes. Ready.
So, and good morning, everybody. First, getting up at 9 o'clock, which is not my normal hour, but I'm doing it because I'm so honored to be in front of all of you. So actually, my background, I originally started on a sewing machine years ago. I was actually a custom dressmaker years ago when I first started my first life, then transitioned into retail, did a lot of retail, was in the major department stores for about 25 years, then went into wholesale, which was my father's business. And he actually started a luggage and leather goods company before it was fashionable. One of the brands he had was Givenchy of all things. And from there, I became a luggage maven, really got into it, worked with some great retailers, some great customers, anywhere from Sharper Image to Land's End to actually Cabela's before it was fashionable. We did some premium and incentives for them. So fast forward, my partner and I bought out the company and kind of changed it into more of a woman-centric kind of company because it was a very male-centric company. And so specialized in leather, which is absolutely my favorite medium to work with. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. There's all kinds of wonderful things. Of course, American cowhide, you can't beat that. But then we got into the souvenir industry and we were embroidering critters on wallets. Thank you, Jane Green, who came to me from that side of the business asking if we can embroider on wallets. And I said, well, I'll try. So somebody said you should go to SHOT Show with that stuff. And I said, what is SHOT Show?
Hey, so let's tell everybody what SHOT Show is.
Right. SHOT Show is the number one trade show. It's not open to the public, but it is the number one trade show in the world for anything hunting, firearms, anything new for military, law enforcement, general outmanship. It is the trade show that most people will launch their new things at. And we launch all of our new GTM items at this show, which is in January in Las Vegas. So we got in there and we had all these wonderful wallets with critters and all of the leather luggage that I had, and not a single piece sold. But this is what was key. We had so many people that came up to us because some of those products were handbags. They said, "Can you manufacture concealed carry handbags?" And I said, "What is a concealed carry handbag?" Because I did not grow up in this culture. And but of course, my team, Jane, Jennifer Wilhelm, who were in the booth with me at the time, Jane explained it to me. And we probably ended that show with well over 200 requests to make concealed carry handbags. This was 2008. And Jane looked at everybody and she says, "Well, I guess we're going to be some gun-tote mamas." And that's where the name came from.
Oh, wow.
I know. And it was like, it clicked like this. And everybody might remember the iconic poster that we created with all of us on there, which, by the way, half a day to shoot because we were laughing so hard during the whole time. But, it was during that time when the Men in Black movie came out. So I said, okay, everybody's in black turtlenecks and everybody's wearing Wayfarers. And that was how it went from there. So, okay, we had our first samples the next year when the SHOT Show was only in Orlando, the first and last time it was there. And we had 5 bags. That was it. We had 5 bags and it looked horrific. So, but we had this massive poster of us. I made like 5 feet by 5 feet of us as gun-toting mamas. We had so many people stop at that booth that wanted to just have their picture taken with the poster. And they wanted our signatures and whatnot. So we really kind of disrupted things all of a sudden, not intentionally, but it happened. And it was a wonderful, wonderful show because we were visited by some pretty heavy hitters of the industry that wanted to help. It was like, what? That doesn't happen at other trade shows. Everybody was saying, welcome to the industry. Oh my God, we're so happy you're here. And all of us were standing there going, this is not normal. This is not a normal environment. So that opened the door to educating us about how wonderful the people are in this category, how responsible, how genuine and concerned, and so genuine that we had the female trainers of Gunsight come into our booth every single day, multiple times a day, saying, okay, we need to because they need to do this, not this. And we would be on the floor during the trade show, recreating the bags, doing what was right. And the very first bag, which was the Raven, the GTM 99, we named it after them, which is Raven, which is their mascot. And I gave it to them and I said, all right, ladies, I want you to trash this bag. Tell me if I did it right. Because of course, not coming from the industry, I had fear. I wanted to make sure that if we're going to do this, better damn well take care of somebody and protect somebody. The most unbelievable thing that we noticed coming to SHOT Show was there was nothing for women at the time. Absolutely nothing. And it was like, what's going on here? Coming from the luggage industry, coming from the consumer electronics industry, coming from the gift and souvenir industry, that's like, what is going on? This industry doesn't like women. But what we did notice was some of those early competitors, their construction was really not up to what it should be doing for protection. And again, having grown up in luggage per se and been in the luggage industry now going on 28 years, I'm so yes, having been in the luggage industry for 28 years and creating luggage for some of the top named companies in this country, the number one issue with luggage is you want to make sure that it comes off that carousel intact. So what we decided to do was that, all right, we're going to take these bags and my factory, who I trained since he was 20 years old, to make quality products and only in leather. I said, you're going to make these bags. We need to control the quality. This guy also manufactures for some of the largest name brands in this country, like Kenneth Cole, like Toomey. And it was the way that I could keep solid control. And at first we were going, okay, well, we're going to manufacture these to a luggage standard because that's all what he knows how to do. And after visiting some of our other factories, I'm going, no, we're keeping it here because at least I know that I can give a solid warranty with the product. At least I know that if there's any issues that happen, he'll stand by it, and together we will make that change happen right into the next production time. And that's where we are today.
Right.
Claudia,
And,
sorry, Karen, I didn't mean to step on you. I have to say your product is very well made, and I think that we see that. And for those of you watching that have never seen or touched or used the Gun Toting Mama's product, GTM product, trust me, they are very, very well made. I have to ask you a question though, Claudia.
Yes, ma'am.
How has your journey about safety been? Right. So
wait. 1 second. I'm going to cut in before you go to that next question, because you keep telling everybody about luggage grade quality. And for those of us not in the industry, we don't know what that means. So explain what that quality of leather is that makes it leather grade. And then we'll go to the safety question, Christa. Sorry.
No worries. So what we do is that, first of all, we use our leather. All of our cowhide, by the way, is only American cowhide, because it's the most stable and the best quality in the world. Everybody buys it around the world. It has a certain amount of thickness to it. It is pliable, and they're very large hides. Now, one thing I do want to make quite a note of, leather is a secondary product with us. We only use secondary market leathers. What does that mean? That means that when the beef industry goes down, so does the availability of cowhide. When the beef industry goes up, so does the availability of cowhide. So it's the original recycled product, by the way. It's the most green product for that reason, because we're utilizing every aspect of the animal so that it doesn't end up going into the landfill. So American cowhides, because of that quality, that's what lasts. Anybody that's owned wonderful leather shoes, wonderful belts, wonderful wallets, they should last. And they should last for more than just a couple of months, which, if a handbag is made to a handbag level, that means they're not using the weight of leather that we're using. They're not probably even using leather, most likely. They're using imitation leather, which is polyurethane or polyvinyl chloride plastics. Those are not designed to last for a long time because they don't have what's called fiber structure. That's what makes our skin protect us. So fiber structure, the higher the quality of the leather, the fiber structure is tighter, that bag is going to last a long time. We make leather luggage. And when you see leather luggage, that's got to last. That's got to last all those times going on that airplane, being thrown into trucks. Absolutely. And that's how we started our relationship with Cabela's, by the way, was that they approached us to design a duffel leather group for them. And that's how we started with them, was we designed leather together. They picked what they wanted. We made 2 duffels and a briefcase for them. And it did quite well. Fast forward, they came into our factory, saw that our quality level is so high. My factory is ISO certified. It's approved by US, the military, to Walmart. Everybody that passes all the audits because of how high level of quality we maintain. Cabela's was in there doing their inspection. They said, "Can you make wallets for us?" So anybody that walks into a Cabela store since 2009, we were manufacturing all of their brand name wallets for them.
Oh, very cool. Yes, so Christa, go with your question, because I'm sorry I interrupted, but I wanted to clarify that.
Right.
That was a great clarification. So my question for you is, normally what we see is someone who wants to break into the industry and they already have a passion for firearms. Maybe they're taking something that they feel is a need from their personal experience and creating a product. You entered it into the firearms world backwards. So tell us a little about your firearms journey, your personal firearms journey, your safety journey.
Well, I mean, it was a struggle because, again, I wasn't raised in this industry. But the one thing that hit me and also hit my team, I was absolutely, excuse my language, pissed off at the quality level that I was seeing in an industry dealing with such life-threatening products. And I just looked at the team and I thought to myself, this is how can anybody justify producing this kind of crap for women and not taking their lives seriously? And what product was out there at the time was so limited, meaning that they only did right-handed access. All right, that's crazy. So the left-handers don't have any luck whatsoever? No, it was explained to me that they could turn the bag around. Okay, no, because the dynamics of that bag changes when you change the bag. And this is what was not put into any thought into women's bag products whatsoever. So that is what I did. It was like I said, that is absolutely enough. I'm not going to tolerate this. We're going to make a quality bag, and that we certainly could have moved these bags to a handbag factory. But I didn't want to sacrifice the quality because nobody else was giving that quality to women. I wanted, if I was going to get into this industry, I was going to make a product that would do the best that we can to help save a life.
So let me ask you the next question. How does someone choose a bag? Like,
How they
is
choose a
it
bag.
all on personal preference? I like this color, I like this pattern, or is there something they should consider?
You know, you could approach it from two different ways. If you already bought your gun, then what you need to do is that you need to take the measurements of that gun. And we certainly provide a number of ways to, excuse me, somebody is mowing the lawn. Is it really?
You're fine. You're fine. Don't let it distract you. We're good.
It's real life. Our tornado sirens are going off, and so it's just a test. Last time I ran to the basement, so just you're doing great, Claudia.
All right. So the first thing that you're going to do is that if you already have your firearm and you want to buy your handbag, you need to first make sure that you know the size of your firearm. Don't just go out there and buy a handbag and hope to God that it fits. So it's very, very easy. Almost, I mean, every single gun manufacturer has the ability to, on their website, to give you measurements. That's what it's there for. But if not, here's a blue gun. And all that you do is that you literally take your measurement and you go from the tip of that barrel to the longest point. And that's not necessarily here. It's the handle right here. So that's what you're going to measure. Take your measuring tape or your ruler, and that's what you do, is that you measure to make sure that you've got that. The second thing that you do is that you're going to measure the height, and that includes the sight right there. So you take it from the highest point, not from the slide, but the highest point, from here to the lowest part of the gun. Those are the two most important measurements that you need. And with that, you can go onto our website, because on our website, I give those measurements of the gun compartment, where the gun will fit in a holster. Do not buy that handbag if your gun is larger than those measurements. It will not fit. Even if you want it to fit, you will then not have the warranty because we tested these bags. That's another major issue that we do that nobody else does in this industry for handbags. Once we've made the bag, it doesn't go to market. We now bring it out and we have testers that we've asked throughout the country. They can be our mentor like Vicki Farnham, or they can be a consumer that we've picked up and say, I want you, from that first day that we did it with Gunsight, I want everybody to trash the bags that we've given to them. So, because we can only test so much at the factory. Once it's on you, everybody's different. And we have caught some pretty significant issues by doing that. So again, measure your gun, make sure you got those measurements, go to the website, match up those measurements to the handbag, make sure you don't go beyond those measurements, and you're good to go. You can also go to the website and you can see the names of the guns that we have used to test the bags. So if your gun fits within that general realm like that, because new guns are introduced constantly, as long as they fit around those guns that we have listed there, you'll be fine too. And if you have questions about that, by all means, give us a call. We will help you. We will help you to go to the website of the manufacturer and show you how to find the measurements, as well as what bag is appropriate for that.
Thank you, Claudia, for sharing that. Because I think, sorry.
That's okay. You can also go the other way. You got your handbag and you want to have a handbag that's this size. Again, just make sure that you're measuring the inside compartment of that bag, and then you can go buy the firearm accordingly. But we don't suggest that. You want to make sure that you're buying your handgun that fits you and is safe for you, and then get your holster.
Great. And one thing that's really important is that you have compartments for the firearm.
Yes.
Important, ladies that are out there that haven't ever carried in a purse before, but you never just carry your firearm loose in your handbag. That is danger, because what will happen is your keys could hit the trigger, your pencil could hit the trigger. You always want your handgun in the holster, in its specified compartment where nothing else goes. That is the only way to carry a gun in a handbag safely. And Claudia, you do such a great thing. You mentioned Vicki Farnham. And so this year you guys launched, you did one step further in your dedication to safety. And can you tell us about the program that you created with Miss Vicki Farnham, who, for all of you who don't know, Vicki Farnham is honestly one of the first female trainers of women in the industry. She's written great books about training women. She worked with her husband, created these wonderful programs. She's got books. So Google Vicki Farnham. You'll love her. We'll put a link in later. But tell us what you and Vicki did.
Well, the one thing that really over these years that I've observed and got me upset and pissed off is the fact that, all right, not every woman can wear on body. I mean, for those of you that don't know me, I'm only 4'8". So, most of the holsters that are out there are about half the size of me. And yes, I mean, I did, of course, when I worked with Vicki, I mean, I did train her, but still, it goes almost down to my knee. It's crazy. So, but there's a lot of women out there that simply can't do it. I mean, whether it's because of using a wheelchair versus someone like me, or maybe you're in an environment that simply does not allow you to carry on body, or the clothing that you want to wear that doesn't allow you to carry on body. There is an alternative, and that alternative is your handbag. But you have to learn how to use it, and you have to practice it. We have practiced it so that we can draw in 2 seconds. So there's no classes for that for women. There are no classes. I've looked around. People have asked us throughout the years, where can I learn to draw from a bag? So I approached Vicki and I said, would you be interested in creating a class that does that? And it was great because I didn't know if Vicki would accept the challenge because, we're all trained that we must carry on body, and that's the only way. Well, I'm sorry, but that means that there's a whole group of women that will never be safe because of the attitude of that. And we have to change. We have to find other ways to help those women, those people that simply cannot carry on body. And I was extremely grateful that Vicki took up the challenge, and she created an instructor level course, The Fundamentals of Off-Body Carry and Protection. And we had our first 4 women go through it as instructors. And my gosh, I mean, Donna Anthony, went through the class. Gloria Crockless went through the class. Rhonda Moore went through the class. Bernice Eclipse went through the class. All of them have been either are currently or were TUA instructors themselves, an RA instructor, as we know Donna Anthony. And it was pretty challenging for them, especially for some that never carried a handbag before, and now they had to learn how to do this. And it was, some of the words were very humbling as to that kind of thing. So the beauty of this class is that we've now been recognized by some of the major retailers in the gun area that they're going to start sending their trainers to this class. So our goal is that once the trainers are trained, that they spread the word out there to the consumer public, that it's okay to do off-body carry, but you got to learn the right way, and you always have to practice. We can provide the names of these women later on if you want to reach out and contact them for training. But my goal is that we get the word out, and we just keep getting these wonderful instructors out that know how to train from the handbags.
That's awesome.
That is
Go
awesome.
ahead.
And I actually follow all 4 of those names that you mentioned. And, you know, if you were doing your checks and balances, they do a great job of sharing off-body carry and GTM purse products, but also the fundamental conversation pieces of off-body carry, because there are those people out there that will balk and say stuff. They're doing a great job of sharing your message and Vicky's information.
Yes.
So we're over our time, but this has been no shrugging, right? When we have good information, we keep going. Our goal is to stay at 20 minutes, but it's great. We love everything that you've shared with us.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to say it.
Any final thoughts that you want to add? Is there anything that we didn't touch on quickly that you feel like needs to be shared today so that it will help our followers and your followers answer some of their questions?
Well, one of the things, obviously, with this unfortunate pandemic that we're in, it's been life-changing for so many. One thing that has happened, and you know, we work with quite a few of the retailers and dealers in the industry that are out there selling guns. We know that guns and ammo are the #1 selling things flying off the shelves. It's unfortunate during this kind of a time where women have to feel okay that they need to have protection, and they've never had this protection before, but at least they took that first step and walked in to take control of their protection. But there's a lot of brand new gun owners out there, and I would love to request that, listen, if you're one of those brand new gun owners out there, first of all, congratulations for taking control of your protection. But we want to help you. Please, please, please do not just take that gun and drop it into your handbag, or just drop it anywhere, or wear it unsafely. Please reach out to us. We will try to find an instructor for you, but you need education. I learned that. I definitely learned that. And it was a game changer for me. It was life-changing, actually, very empowering. And when you have an outstanding instructor, I'm fortunate that I train with Vicki Farnham. It makes all the difference in the world. You'll be safe, you'll be secure, you'll be proud of the fact of what you've done.
Thank you, Claudia. We
Thanks.
definitely parallel and support that same thing. There are so many new firearms owners. Everyone needs to get educated and trained.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
And I have a couple things before we say, and I'll turn it over to you to wrap it up, Kristen. I'll stay on time because I know we're over. But everyone, if you are carrying your gun in a purse, this is some really important things that you need to know. Is that purse has to become an extra appendage of your body. It is not able to go in the shopping cart while you do your grocery shopping. You can't hang it on the back of your chair while you're eating at a restaurant. You need to make sure that that firearm in your handbag is with you all the time. You don't leave it in your car while you're pumping gas, right? So you have to be in control of that handbag at all times to be really safe, responsible gun owner. That safe storage is keeping that gun with you. And Claudia, You know, I love you to death. Thank you so much. Y'all, you can find Gun Totin' Mama's GTM Originals in Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, but you can also find them online at their website. We will post the link. And you can go in and measure your firearm and find the right fit for you. They've got some great styles. They've got styles for everybody that I'm sure you all will enjoy. And with that, I hope you all have a great week. I can't believe it's Monday. It is actually Monday. Last week I said it was Monday on Friday, but it's actually Monday.
It's actually Monday.
And I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend and looks forward to this week with positive thoughts that we will reopen America, that people will stop getting sick, and that we'll return to a great economy, great health, and prosperity for all of us. And with that, Christa, go ahead.
All right. So,
and there's Casey.
Yeah, I hear your pup. Just as we do with every live, don't forget to comment, like, or share to be entered and eligible to win a giveaway. So this week, we have an awesome giveaway. Claudia, do you want to share it with us?
I do. What did I do with it? It walked away. I have a Gun Totin' Mama bag to give away. It is one of our distressed buffalo bags. So it is the Town Tote. Go online. It's the GTM CZY 51. It's the Town Tote. And it's also the revised one, by the way, because actually this is an example. We listened to you guys. You said, can you drop those handles? Can you make the carry handles so that they don't stand up? Can you make them so that they fall over? We did that. And that's what the giveaway is. So
awesome. Do you have it with you? Can you show it? Or is it something they should go online and look?
I have it if you let me go run and get it. Because
you go run and get it and I'll be
right back.
Okay. So Claudia will pop in really quickly and show us what it looks like. I'm very excited you guys have joined us today. For those of you that were on with us on Friday when we had Diana Chambers and Project Appleseed, I have our winner. Her name is Deborah Wardlow. So thank you, Deborah, for following. Actually, I think you actually left a couple comments. You had mentioned it's been a while since you have been a part of Project Appleseed, so maybe you should go back out and visit. All right, Claudia, you're back. Let's see it. Oh, it's beautiful. Other way. There it is. Karen, is this like your bag? Oh, you're muted. It's like your bag.
I know. I think so. Casey's barking. So,
okay.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Awesome.
I love my bag.
So Claudia, again, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining with us today. Remember, like, comment, and share to be eligible to be entered to win the Town Tote. And we have got Ladies Night In coming tomorrow night. We're getting our guests confirmed. We're almost 100%, but I don't want to announce it until we're sure. Same thing with Friday. We have a really exciting live on Friday, but I want to confirm with our guest before I announce it. So be on the lookout. Be watching for announcements. Make sure you share with your friends. You guys have a great week. Claudia, thank you again. And we'll see you all tomorrow night.
Take care, everybody. Happy
Bye. Happy Mother's Day.